Hey guys, in the second part, we're going to go ahead and do some practice problems. So in this first one, it says, find the volume of the cylinder round to the 10th place. So I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. And let's go ahead and work it out. So here we have our radius, which is going to be 3. So we're going to go ahead and label that right there. The height of this cylinder is 9. So we're going to put 9 inches right there. The formula that we're using is area of the base times the height, which breaks up into these two things, pi times radius squared. So right here, we're going to put 3.14 times 3 squared times 9. So we'll go ahead and multiply that. 3.14 times 3 squared times 9. So the answer is going to be 254.34 cubic inches. But we're going to round this to the 10th place. So if you're going to round to the 10th place, this right here is your 10th place. So I'm going to put up a little door right here. And I like to ask myself, who's knocking on that door? So 4 or less, let it rest. So because that number is a 4, I'm going to let this right here rest. So the answer is 254.3 cubic inches. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next example. In this next example, we have a cylinder with a diameter of 4 meters and a height of 7 meters. So before we begin, let me take a screenshot of this one. All right, so if this right here is your diameter, we need the radius. So from the middle to the edge is going to be my radius. And if I divide 4 by 2, I'm going to end up with 2 as a radius. So I'm going to put that right here. The height for this one is going to be 7 meters. Okay? So area of the base times the height. Area of the base turns into pi times radius squared. So we're going to go ahead and put 3.14 times the radius squared. And then multiply that by the height, which is 7. So we take our calculator, and you take 3.14 times 2 squared times 7. We get 87.92 cubic meters. Now let's go ahead and round this to the 10th place. So I'm going to stop right here because 9 is in the 10th place. So who's knocking on the door? 2. Since 2 is 4 or less, we're going to let it rest. So the answer is 87.9. If it was a 5 or more, then we would add 1 more. But in this case, we're going to let it rest. And there's the answer for this problem right here. Okay? All right, we're going to go on to the next one. Let me take a screenshot of this one. All right, so in this one, I went ahead and already labeled the radius for you. It's 3 centimeters. The height is going to be 2 centimeters. And we're going to go ahead and substitute what we know. Pi times the radius squared times the height. And yes, we are using the calculator. In 8th grade, you do get to use the calculator. So this is why we're going to go ahead and just do that instead of just doing it by hand. All right, so the answer is 56 and 52 hundredths cubic centimeters. Rounded to the 10th place, which is right here. So who's knocking on the door? 2. If it's 4 or less, let it rest. So the answer is 56.5 cubic centimeters. Okay. All right, guys. So this is going to be 3 examples for finding volume of a cylinder. Once again, you're starting with capital B times the height right here. But then capital B is represented by pi r squared, because that's how we find the area of the base, and then times the height. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time.